Hello. So this is the first hour-long channeling with Omega. I'm closing my paint because I was painting for a second. I'm bring them through, and if you have questions in the future, post them in the group, and I can answer them during these channelings. So I'm just going to do it. So I'm going to bring them in. So how I channel is I get in a trance state. It's already happened. I've channeled so many times for so many people in so many environments like parties that I'm really good at tapping into it really quick. I do open my eyes. Sometimes they bring my brain in. But for this, I'm going to mostly go in trance. So I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know what they're going to say. Omega is a group of beings that I tap into through a Pleiadian grid. So they're their spirits, basically. They're their guides. So it's far out there, to say the least. However, if any of this resonates with you, it's for you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's not for you. Not all channeling, teachings, or ideas are for you. So if you don't agree, don't listen to it. It's not fact. It's not smarter than you. No spirit knows more than you do. They're just reminding you of what you already know, and they're activating it within you. So without further ado, I'm going to set a timer because I don't have someone doing this with me. Here we go. Dear ones, consciousness. This is what we want to talk about today. The consciousness of your planet. There is a collective consciousness. There is a bubble of energy that surrounds your planet. There is a collective idea. There's a collective manifestation that is created on your planet. Many teachers and many amazing, beautiful law of attraction teachers talk about you creating your own reality. And we believe this is amazing. And this is part of your path. You do live in your own bubble of reality. However, it's confusing because there's also this internal desire to serve humanity in you. And if you're listening to us and you're listening to what we're saying, this will be part of your path. So we are going to teach today about the collective consciousness. We might even go into the galactic consciousness and what's happening around your universe. You have been told that what your awakening process on Earth is happening. Dear ones, it's definitely happening. 2019 will be a crazy year of expansion where all these light workers and spiritual people that have been working on themselves will now step forth and create in their world. It's almost a coming out party for the light workers. You've been in the closet and now you're here to shine in your own perfect divine way. It could be that you work a normal job and you light up people that walk in the door of that store, or it could be that you are a spiritual teacher that's all perfect. You're exactly in your role. You're a team. You're a team manifesting an abundant, happy, healthy, peaceful earth. We are manifesting this earth. We, Omega, are part of it. Pleiadians, an alien race, is part of it. There's other races that we won't mention right now that are part of it. Your animal species are part of it. Mother Gaia, your planet, is part of it. She is creating chaos right now on your planet, so people come together. There's more cooperation on your planet. This is the path that you want to manifest. There is a sickness on your planet that is being eradicated. A sickness, a disease, and we're going to call this disease the anxiety of perfection. There is an anxiety on your planet, and it makes us cry to tap into it. Daniel's body is tapping into this collective part of the planet. The anxiety of perfection is I have to be perfect to reach God. I have to behave well to get God's love. I have to manifest my reality to be a spiritual person. I have to not make mistakes, do anything wrong to be enlightened. This is not true. But there is a culture of perfectionism which creates anxiety in your culture. This anxiety stems from lack of self-worth, lack of believing in yourselves, and a lack of love for humans. And there is an energy from a reptilian spaceship, a reptilian culture that has projected onto you as humans that you are not a great species. And you have started to believe that energy as your own. This energy says, I'm a savage, I'm a barbarian, I'm a worthless animal, I'm not special, I'm not important for the universe, I need to have someone else govern me, I'm a slave, I'm not worthy. Now, we know this is far-fetched, that the reptilians, and there's an alien race projecting this on you. But why is it far-fetched when the white people on the planet have been calling other races savages? Why would this happen on a galactic level? And we do not say this to have you delve into fear, delve into any of that. We say this for awareness because there is another energy, a Pleiadian energy of love and light that is constantly projecting onto you that you are worthy, that you are loved, that you are amazing, that humans are courageous and brave. Basically, you have the bully and you have the supporter. Daniel has an itch, and we're going to itch it for him so he can concentrate. The love coming from the Pleiades feels like this. The other energy feels like this. The frequency difference is obvious. And what frequency you choose to tap into, like a radio antenna, will help you to feel a different vibration. And the more people that choose that different vibration, the higher vibration, the will feel better. Frequency on your planet is super important. What frequencies are you choosing to digest? Are you choosing high frequencies or low frequencies? Are you choosing things that expand you and make you feel good, or are you choosing things that don't? And there are frequencies of things such as pornography, certain music, television shows, movies, foods, commercials, videos. Things that are meant to put you in this frequency. This frequency holds you down from your light. It doesn't feel good. This is why when you drink alcohol, you don't feel good afterwards. This is telling you that the frequency of that substance is not high. Even with psychedelics and different drugs and foods and movies, if you feel better after watching it than you did when you started, or you feel relief and feel fun, then it was good for you. If you feel bad afterwards, it's not so good for you. And this is how you can tell what things, what actions are good for your system. After you eat a bunch of McDonald's, your stomach feels like crap. This is not wrong. There is no judgment. But you know this is not good for you. This action is not in your highest evolution. When you eat, say, a really good meal, a salad, let's say, That's delicious. You feel great. This is how you know what path to take. If you take a substance and it makes you feel better, it's the substance to take. If you feel better the next day, it's the substance to take. If you feel bad without it, it's not the substance to take. It's creating dependency. There's nothing wrong with making these decisions. Everyone does, including Daniel. He's watched pornography. He's getting out of that. He's eaten bad food. He's watched bad television. He's done things that don't expand him. And the more you choose the things that expand you, the more you make the choice to spend your $200 on a spiritual program, exercise, healthy food, instead of spending it on something that's going to hurt you and put you down the spiral, as David in the stream would say, you go to a higher place. And you, if you're listening to this channeling, are at the point that you're ready to take action. You're ready to take high vibrational choices. You now know in this scale of your evolution what choices are better for you. And you have free will, dear ones. This is your free will. What choices will you make? Will you choose to meditate 2 hours a day, dear ones? Or will you choose to binge watch Netflix? We like recreation. We think it's important. Watching movies that make you feel good, comedies, things that make you feel great after, if you like them, are great for your expansion. By knowing the balance, you create more in your life. For Daniel, he was out of balance. He was working too little, he was creating too little, and he was recreationing too much. And he didn't feel good from this state. But by choosing more creativity, more inner work, more meditation, he feels better. This is why it doesn't feel good to be lazy. It doesn't feel good to not follow your calling. It doesn't feel good when you're on vacation for 4 months. It doesn't feel good when you're only traveling. It becomes an addiction. And Daniel had this question, so we're going to answer it. And I think it's important about the traveling. So the idea of travel is now becoming the thing everyone wants on your planet. It is becoming the new car. We want to guide you towards traveling less, but traveling when you're called. When you fly on a plane too much all over the place, you scatter your energy, it is not grounded, and you cannot create. If you're traveling with a purpose, it's going to have a different feeling than traveling for enjoyment. And if you're traveling for just enjoyment, doing it too much will make you feel miserable. It will become an addiction. You're addicted to the intensity. When you find the beauty in where you're at, you don't need to travel as much. Most people have not even explored their own cities, the nature that surrounds their cities. Instead, they choose to go somewhere else when they haven't really enjoyed their home. However, if you are called to travel, you will know. But there is an addiction to traveling, as I need to be traveling 6 months out of the year. There is a difference between living some two places and traveling all the time. You will become ungrounded and less fulfilled because you won't have a rooted place. A tree lives an amazing life and it stays in one space. Animals live in one area and they enjoy it and they get to know it. Getting to know something deeply going to the same thing, experiencing it in different ways, leads to a deeper fulfillment. Yes, do travel over countries because they do expand you. However, if you're seeking travel to avoid your calling, avoid your inner voice, avoid your responsibility, it will lead to dismay. The more you stay still and you are grounded, the more you can create. It's very hard to paint a painting while you're on the road. It is much easier when you are still. People write books when they're in nature, and they stay in one spot, much better than when they're traveling. Now, if traveling is part of your purpose, then you do it. If it's part of your job as a band, per se, that travels, do it. But some grounding and staying still will lead to deeper fulfillment, deeper relationships, a deeper life, a deeper connection with that home, and a deeper connection with the people around you. If you are called to travel for long periods of time, there will be spans of your life that may happen. But a month or two is probably enough. And again, this is guidance for the people hearing this. This is not 100% truth. If this does not resonate, don't listen. But 1 or 2 months is enough. And then go back home and share your knowledge. The shamans, the people of your past, would travel to other cultures, but at some point they would come back to share the knowledge they have learned. There is a deep, deep, deep calling within you, dear ones, to impact your earth, to make a difference. By following that inner calling, by making differences to other people, you will fulfill yourself. You can only be so fulfilled through selfish desires. You can be fulfilled to a certain point, but real fulfillment, the higher levels of fulfillment, come from serving others. This has been created purposely. There are beings that ascended very high, such as the reptilians, through selfish measures. We are not saying this is wrong. We're not saying this is bad. We're not saying they're evil. They are themselves as you are yourselves and we are ourselves. We can choose what energies we want to connect to. Now we want to talk about ways to overcome this anxiety of perfection. 1, love yourself no matter what you do. There is no mistakes. There's only forgiveness. By just loving yourself and what you do, no matter what mistake you make, we don't care if you drink a bunch of booze and do some stupid things. There is only forgiveness. You are here to have a human experience. You're here to be human. You wouldn't yell at the cow because it pooed on the ground and not the toilet. You are still a human. You are allowed to take shits when you're not supposed to, allowed to fall. And by loving yourself, you rise even higher. You didn't know certain information at certain times of your life, so you made different choices. So now you forgive yourself for those choices because now you have new information. Now, with the new information you are receiving, you can make different choices. You were meant to receive this information when you did. You're meant to hear us when you were meant to hear us. You wouldn't have heard us when you were 21 years old, maybe, while you were partying. But you hear us now when you want to expand and serve the world. But if you did not party, you could not help people rise up from that lifestyle. Thus, you have made a great choice listening to us, so love yourself for being here now. 2, peace is found within. There is no peace from the external world. The external world will be peaceful once you become peaceful. So by meditating, by getting massages, by receiving healing, by receiving help, you are serving the world. take this healing in. Allow yourself to receive what you're gifted. Be selfish enough to hang out with people that serve you. Because by being selfish and healing yourself more and rising yourself up, you rise the whole world up. The mountain, you can get as high as the mountain because the mountain chose to rise. If the mountain didn't choose to rise, you could never get that high. But someone had to rise first. Jesus didn't wait for everyone to rise. He rose and said, hey, you can get to here. Buddha did the same. Lao Tzu did the same. Wayne Dyer did the same. Eckhart Tolle is doing the same. And we are all rising up to that level. It is not a competition. Some of these souls have incarnated on more planets. They have more experience in this environment, while you have more experience in another environment. Some people are experts on Earth, and some people are experts on Saturn. Yes, there are some life on Saturn in different dimensional realities. Dear ones, number 3. The breath. The breath is the key to everything. You have been told to ignore the breath. But by focusing on your breath, you move yourself internally and you connect with your soul. The more you focus on your breath, the more you use it as a tool that it is, the more you can keep yourself calm, and the more you can keep yourself vibrating at a level where you aren't affected by the mind control programs that are around you. You have the power to overcome them with your beingness, with your vibration, and with your love. The breath. Remember the breath. 3 deep breaths. Four, acknowledge the darkness. This is a hard one for many of you. You've been told to be positive and to raise your vibration, and we think this is definitely true. However, you have to acknowledge the shit on the ground to clean up your lawn. By picking up the shit and looking at it and throwing it away, you know it's there, but you don't dwell on it. There are things on this earth, there are frequencies that are meant to interrupt with you ascending. There is a force that would love to keep you down. This is not some scary force. It's just there. And the way to overcome it is to love it, know it's there, and rise above it without focusing on it. But not acknowledging that TV programs are bad for you, that pornography is bad for you, that certain foods are bad for your vibration, that not connecting with nature is bad, that certain light frequencies are bad, that certain musical frequencies are bad. Once you have this information, use it. Grounding your energy is the greatest way to keep yourself aligned. Putting your feet in the grass, connecting with Mother Gaia, putting your hand on a tree, going walks on nature. This will help keep your energy clean and pure, and also asking Mother Gaia to cleanse your energy and bring forth the highest vibration you can muster will bring you great joy. Light. The last thing we want to share, the light. Feel the light coming through us now. When Omega channels different beings step forward, feel this Pleiadian signal of light from the stars that is here to expand you oh so far. You weren't here to stay down. You knew that one day that you would be found, that you would find your soul and put it in your body, that you would be here, that you would be now. You are a light worker, dear ones. You are on a mission. A mission, we want to say with pressure. It's not this mission that's bad, but you are here. You are here to put as much light in your body as possible. You are here to expand your frequency in this human form. You are right now transitioning your DNA structure from one DNA structure to another, from the 5 to the 8 to the 9 to the 12 to the 15 to the 21. You are genetically modifying yourself through light vibration. You are realizing that your body, your intuition, your mind can heal your body. This will make you less dependent on medical forces and outside forces to heal you. We would suggest fully detaching yourself, if you so choose, from your medical profession, unless you are in emergency situation. You can transcend whatever they put in you, but we wouldn't take insurance. We would detach ourselves, if we could, from this field. Because by buying into the sickness model, you're buying into that you don't have the power to heal yourselves. You meditating for 2 hours a day and tapping into the frequency of light is better than any surgery you can have. By getting surgery after surgery or treatment after treatment, you are making your body more frail. Align your light. Align your soul. Feel what is being brought through. We're going to send this energy into your stomachs. Feel, right now, put your hand on your stomach. Feel your stomach healing. Feel the digestion healing. Feeling you connecting with the lower chakras. The root, the super root, which is Mother Gaia. The chakra below the red chakra is the brown chakra. This chakra goes deep into the earth. It is about 200 feet below your earth. It is Mother Gaia's chakra, and you can connect with her whenever you choose. By connecting with her, you can bring your energy up, into your body, into your root chakra, into your sacral chakra, into your solar plexus. 1, 2, 3. Up into your heart chakra, up into your throat chakra, and up through your crown. And then you can connect with the higher level, higher self chakra, which is a blue-white color, almost like a crystalline. It's way above your head. Connect with that chakra. And then your side chakras that are on your right and left. One is an emerald color, purple on your left. The other one is a green color, but a little shinier than your heart chakra. This is the connection between heart and love and spirit and knowledge. And you put them together into your heart chakra. And you connect that with your mind and your third eye chakra, which is purple, deep, deep, deep purple. And you connect that down into your root chakra and into the Gaia chakra. And now your healing is complete. Thank you. Well, thank you. That was a Pleiadian healer coming through. bringing this healing through your chakra system. Breathe in deep. Breathe out. You then breathe out. Hello, dear ones. Remember that Omega is a group of beings, so we come through in different voices, different ways. We are really one consciousness, but by having different voices, you can separate what we do. The energy we're bringing in Daniel's body is intense. He is bringing in a channel, bringing energy onto this planet that has never been here before. And we thank him for doing this. Life, 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 life. What is life? Many people in your planet ask the meaning of life, the meaning of your reality, the meaning of joy, the meaning of this existence. And at the core, it is a game. You live in a holographic universe, a holographic earth. You live in a vibrational frequency, a game. It is a game of ascension, a game of rising through the ethers. You have other beings who want to influence the game that are outside of it, almost like fans in a sports game influencing the teams. Some people want this to be a selfish-based planet, and some people want it to be a self-serving planet. Some people want it to be a loving planet and a compassionate planet. And whatever you choose as a species would be honored and loved, and you would be respected. You have chose to be a self-loving, compassionate species somehow, despite all of what you went through. This is one of the greatest, we would say, comebacks on this planet that has ever been seen in the universe. You have transcended more darkness than any other planet we have seen as a Pleiadian galaxy, Pleiadian planet. You have come forth in a way that astonishes everyone, that has been teaching everyone across the galaxy. You are the melting pot. You are an experiment to see if light always prevails. You are one science experiment out of billions in the galaxy, creating the collective of the galaxy. This experiment right now is the most important one in the galaxy that we can know of in our consciousness. And that's obviously an opinion, but this is how special you are, dear one. We are putting Dan's hands in prayer because it helps him to embrace this energy coming through him. Daniel right now is feeling thousands and thousands of volts of electricity flowing through his system. The light you are makes us cry. Makes us shimmer. Makes us cheer. Your race is so respected across the galaxy. You are loved. Feel the frequency we are projecting towards you. This frequency will uplift you, will uplift humanity if you choose to take it on and spread it. We give you this, if you take this energy on, this light energy, it will spread quickly. Astrologically, in your time right now during the eclipse and the planets, is an intense time where you are letting go of anything that will not anchor light. And for light to come in the room, it needs to be removed what is in the way. The lamp cannot shine if something is covering it, and we are taking off the cover so the lamp can shine bright. Your love that you feel for yourself is the most powerful tool that you can anchor. Loving yourself unconditionally, dear ones. Loving yourself despite what will happen or what happens. Love is not circumstantial. It is always given to you. There is no one judging you from above. There is no vengeful God. There is no Satan. There is no evil. There is just absence of light. And you are here to remove the darkness and anchor the light. You are the garbage man of the planet, cleaning up the garbage emotionally so you can then have a clean place to be. This planet is beautiful with diversity and learning, and you have chosen a great experiment to be a part of, and soon you will be rewarded. We're bringing you tones now that will heal your system. Samaya ho hi maya hi yo hi yo maya ho maya ho hi you are Maya Hi ho La si Maya Hawaii Hi. Dear ones, we want to talk to you now under this realm of the anxiety of perfection to a place we call Lemuria. Before this time where you were projected this anxiety onto your planet of being perfect through magazines and TV and advertisements, there was a place called Lemuria near Hawaii. Hawaii was an island, and we're using this accent to create the story through Dan. Hawaii is an island that you know of now. It was a different place before. Lemuria is the divine feminine on earth. Lemuria was filled with spiritual people that needed very little, but had very much in their hearts. Lemuria was a place of love, of light, of joy, of ease, of beauty. It was a place that could not survive on this planet any longer because it needed to spread its energy around. Like a group that meets at a high vibration, it needed to spread its vibration, so it decided to dismantle itself, and the souls that were in Lemuria decided to go in other planets. Other places on Earth and other planets in the galaxy. All over, you can feel the energy. Yes, you can. Now, people usually only have one lifetime in Lemuria. We want to offer you this book, this energetic book. If you listen to this, meditate on the intention of remembering the Lemurian life, and you will Each of you, most likely 99.999%, we never say 100 because that can never be the case, have a Lemuria life, or you wouldn't be hearing this channeling. So meditate on this. We know we sound crazy, because we are, and so are you, and that's okay, except that you are the weirdest of the weird. Lemuria was filled with people that danced, prayed, loved, were at ease. We didn't have cell phones that vibrated during our talks. We're not used to that. But you can tap into our energy at all times because we are not in time and space. Time slowed way, way, way down in Lemuria. If you go to Hawaii on vacation or live there, people say everything is slow, time slows down, people get island fever, then that's because the energy of Lemuria still is there. If you are called, go to Hawaii, but do not push yourself. You do not need to fly in a diesel or airplane to get there. You can get there in your mind, in your heart. You are always part of it. Aloha means slow down. I love you. Hello. So many things. Aloha, yes, that's not what it means in your current time, but it comes from the ancestors of the Lemurian ancestors. Hawaiian culture is being spread through musicians. Now, in this time and space, you can listen to Mike Love, Tubby Love, and other musicians from Hawaii to get that energy in your system. We suggest those two, Mike Love and Tubby Love, because they represent the Hawaiian energy. There's many people that have come to Hawaii to commercialize it, and we are saddened by this, but we know that this is part of the process. Thank you for hearing our story. Tap into this energy and have fun. Now we want to pass it on to Atlantis, the masculine divine energy. Hello, hello, hello. This is Atlantis. We talk like this because we're really, really serious. We have a trident and we have beards. We are just joking. This is your view of us. We want to talk as Aquaman has come out in your culture and is bringing out Atlantis, Atlantean culture. We are a divine masculine. We are very intellectual and scientific. We like gadgets. We like technologically things. We study vibration and God through the scientific mind, but not our scientific mind, not connected to our heart. This is divine masculine energy, the building of culture, the building of systems that we bring. Building of systems is so important. Masculine energy is about creating systems that make life thrive. By creating these systems that make life thrive, we can have a thriving existence. This is why many of your systems are going to crumble, slowly but surely, and new ones will rise. These systems served your culture in the past, so we give them gratitude, but we know we're creating new systems. And we need to anchor the light and compassion in ourselves so the systems reflect us. Your structures, your society, your life reflects the internal nature of your citizens. This is why a place, say like Colorado, has more parks where Dana lives in Denver, because the inner people want nature. So their reflection reflects nature. Somewhere such as Chicago, New York, Hong Kong, it has a reflection of industry, of business, of fastness, because that is what the inner people want. If you're in one of these places, you're supposed to be there. What your job is not to get away from the place, but to anchor what you want in the place while you were there. Light workers have been spread across the planet so they could anchor certain light in different places. Different places need different anchors. Remember this, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You cannot build something if you go all over the place. Grounded, discipline, study, understanding of things will bring you great triumph. Combined with Lemuria femininity, Atlantis was destroyed, crumbled, because the system did not serve any longer. And we are grateful for that. And we spread across the world in different places that needed us. Just like Lemurian people, most people on here have one Atlantean life and one Lemurian life. Tap in to your Atlantean and Lemurian lives, and you will find the balance between masculine and feminine. The mythology on your planet is truth in story, not actual reality. So listen to your mythology and trust your gut. Thank you. Now, we're going to bring someone to teach you about the heart. We're going to bring in Mother Mary. As Omega, we can bring in different beings that are part of our consciousness. We're a collection of libraries. We are in the Akash. We are tapped into your history of your planet. So we can bring in all these beings and their stories, almost as if we're reading a book to you. So here is Mother Mary. Hello. I want to get a feminine voice through Dan as much as I can, but he has a masculine vocal cord, so we're going to do our best. Breathe into your hearts now. Yes, breathe into your hearts now. Breathe into your hearts now. Feel my love for you, dear ones. The Divine Mother sends her love. Breathe in again. The heart center consciousness that you can bring to this planet can heal all. Our job is to anchor to this heart. Our job is to love. Our job is not to fix. Our job is not to make things better. Our job is to love and let God guide us to making things better. When humanity, it will happen, connects to their heart fully, you will find peace. But you guys, or gals, ladies, or whatever you choose to be, monkeys, if you're monkeys, but you're not monkeys, you are human beings. Human beings have hearts, and they don't have to act on their monkey impulses anymore. You are overcoming your monkey mind, your monkey body, your monkey genetics, and coming into a higher level of consciousness. By doing so, other consciousness and animals on your planet will rise with you. You will have more intelligent beings when you connect with your heart. Your oceans have intelligent beings. And from a loving mother standpoint, send love to the oceans. Send love to the oceans as much as you can. Dan needs to turn off his phone when he does these channelings. Send love to the oceans. Send love to the fishes. Send love to all beings there. And by sending love to the fishes and the beings, you will create a new planet. Love your hearts. You've done nothing wrong. You are forgiven. You are love. You are light. You are joy. And you are peace. Thank you. So, thank you. Dan's body cannot handle many more transitions right now. He's going to need to rest after this. Thank you for hearing us. We have not gone an hour, and you'll have to deal with that. The reason we didn't go at all hour is because the anxiety of perfection thinks things need to be a certain way when there's always gray. The grayness, tap into the space around you and the love that it brings. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Thank you for hearing the Omega Channeling Show. We brought you the best guides and teachers we could think of at the time. Stay connected, stay true, stay in your hearts. We love you. Well, it didn't go an hour, obviously, because I'm looking at the time. Thank you for listening. I did not know that is how it was going to go. I don't remember the information super well. My head is really fuzzy, and I might pass out. I'm going to take a shower so I can feel the energy, even though it's the second of the day. But holy cow. Okay, I'm coming back. That was a lot of energy. But that's the show. So how it's going to work, I didn't know until I did it. And when I channel Omega, it's a group of beings that hold on to the information of consciousness, and I'm going to bring those stories through Omega. Awesome. Hope you enjoy this. Give me feedback, and I love you all, and I'll see you next time.